Okay. Beautiful, guys.
Oh, no. All right, so, all right, we'll start sitting. And I feel like from here, we're going to move a little bit. So make yourself comfortable. I have my blocks here ready to go. And it doesn't mean it's going to be a super active practice. It's just, that's how we're entering it. So let's start here with that. Notice how that makes you feel. Sometimes, you get you in your mat. You're like, oh, I just want to lie on my back. And that's beautiful too. So however that makes you feel, take a big breath in. Inside out. And then just close your eyes. And take a few moments to just be here. We enter, we're going on vacation. And it starts right here with the travel part, traveling inwards. So that this time is about feeling this body as it is right now, feeling the breath, noticing tension, tightness. And even just inviting yourself to soften and to be present to this experience of just simply sitting, doing nothing, yet everything. Let's take one more moment here. And enter in deeper with mantra. So as you're ready, friends, you'll inhale and lengthen. And as you exhale, bring your hands together, think to yourself, now is time for yoga. Now is time for yoga. Bow your chin into that. Smile into that and honor this moment of entry into this soul vacation practice. And we call ourselves Om, chant Om together 3 times. And begin with a full inhale, lengthen yourself tall. Exhale this breath through your mouth. And we'll inhale to begin. Bowing your chin, soften the muscles of your face, feel the press of your hands. And on your next exhalation, release your hands to your thighs, lift your chin, and open your eyes. Okay, guys, so we're gonna start. Oh, we'll give the thighs a little warm up. We're gonna start in child's pose, so hands and knees. And if you're like, I'm not ready for that, you know that it's just fine. Roll on your back, hug your knees into your chest, and you'll just meet up wherever. I'm bringing my blocks up so they're here. And I'm just going to adjust the camera for a moment. Okay. And I'm going to put a blanket down for the knees because that's just a nice way of saying, hey, I'm taking care of myself. Smooth it out. Okay. Good. And then once you're here, tops of the feet down, lower your hips to your heels. And you have a block. If you want to bring that block in, you could place it underneath your forehead at any height, or you could put your hands on it as we've been doing. And we're just going to take 3 breaths here, just enough to let the body assume this shape. And just feeling maybe Maybe one more breath, noticing. Good. Okay, and as you inhale, press yourself up to your hands and your knees. It's gonna put the block back. Tuck your little toes under, put your knees under your hips. Inhale, lift your chin, your chest. And exhale, tuck your tail, tuck your chin towards your chest, arch your back. Inhale into your cat pose, take your shoulders back. And then exhale, arch your back. So just move through cat-cow a few times, and we're gonna add the feet. So next time you curl under into cat pose, put the tops of the feet down. And as you inhale and drop the belly, look up, tuck your toes under. Good. And just do this a few times. We're just connecting this movement of your feet, tailbone, crown of head. Don't forget your hands. Good. And your smile. Good. Take one more. Good. And we're going to end in cow pose. So that's the belly dropping, look up, toes tucked under. As you exhale, keep looking up. Bring your tush towards your heels. And then we'll take this modified child's pose on the heels. So you can keep your head lifting. You can walk your hands out, drop your head, you can go in the block as best as you can. Be here, opening your feet. One more breath. Good. Inhale up to your hands and your knees. You bring your blocks in. I'm going to put mine on the second height. You could go any height you like. Bring your knees to touch. And I'm going to just step that left foot to the outside of the left hand. So it's just going to go through. And then we'll do a little bit of front to back just to kind of wake things up and let that left leg move like you do. Yes. Breathe. Good. Let's do one more. And then we're going to end in the forward lunging action. Come forward, keep the right hand where it is, put the left hand on your thigh, and then find a little twist here. Look over the shoulder. Press the right hand down. You can even take your tush back if it's too much for the hips right now. One more breath. Good. And then release, take your hands down, bring the knees together. We'll do the second side. We'll just step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. And again, once you're here, just nice and slow, as slow as you like. You know, let's say I'll take that metaphor of vacation, and you get to, the big difference is, right, you're looking at different views, you're in a different place, so you like to go for a little walk, look around. Okay, come forward into your lunge, keep the left hand on the block, let's right hand to the thigh. Now we'll move the shoulder back, find a little twist. If you need to come back a little bit, do it. Just feel all the connection. One more moment. Smile. And then release. Take your knees back. We're coming back to child's pose now. Get tops of the feet down. Take the hips back. And use your blocks if you like that. Maybe the arms on the blocks feels nice. Head on the block. And then just feel the difference here. Now we've warmed up the hips a little bit. We've warmed up the feet a little bit, the ankles a little bit. Good. Okay, last breath in. Breathe out. Come up to your hands and your knees. Just going to move the blocks off the mat. Take your hands to the floor like you're on your hands and knees. Yeah. And then from here, I'm going to walk the hands forward a little bit. Turn your inner elbows out, lower the forearms to the, I just noticed my shirt is the exact same color as my mat. That's cool. Bring your elbows in a little bit. And then we can keep the hands down there. You can bring the hands together, interlace the fingers if you like. We're coming to a forearm dog. Tuck your toes under, move the shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, round your back up a little bit like you're doing cat pose or cow, no wait, what's that? Cow pose. And as you exhale, then start to lift the knees up, press the forearms away, and feel free to rock a little bit or bend your knees. Press the forearms, elbows into the floor. Let your head hang. Might be a lot. Take one more moment. And bring your knees back down. Tops of the feet to the floor. I'm coming to sit on the heels. So, if that's not for you, make it so. Yeah, do whatever you need to do. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. Just gonna turn the palms up. Breathe. Good, one more moment. Good, okay, coming back to downward dog. If you want to do forearm dog, that's great. If you have some wrist stuff, that might be just perfect. I'm going to stay on the hands this time. Really spread the fingers. Index finger is pointing straight ahead. Inhale, round your back up to the sky. And exhale, lift the knees up, press back, and then a bit of that cat pose comes in. Okay, pedal your feet. Nice strong arms. Take the shoulders away from the ears a little bit. You don't have to squish them down. Just make some room for your neck. And lift your heels high. Bend your knees. Press the tush back. Hands forward. Look forward. Squeeze the arms towards each other. Take your belly in. Straighten your legs. Exhale. Lift the heels. Lower the knees. Come back to child's pose. This time I have my knees together. You do whatever works. I'm going to take the arms. I'm going to reach back this time. The backs of the hands to the floor. You might even curl into a bit of that cat pose. And then lower down. See if that helps to maybe go a little bit deeper here. Okay, whatever you're doing though, whatever child's pose you're in. Beautiful breathing. Very grounding. Good, last breath. Good. Okay, come back to your hands and your knees. Tuck your toes under. Good. Okay, I'm going to separate the knees apart and the feet apart so they're nice and wide. And we'll take a couple cat cows like this. So just move in. See how it is. If it's no good this wide, adjust it. Just arch your back a couple times. Inviting in mobility, flexibility, fluidity. Good. Your last one. Come back. Tuck your toes under. We're going to inhale into cat pose. So arch your back up. Exhale to your downward dog. So your feet are a little wider here. Good. We're going to rock the hips side to side. Well, I don't know where this is coming from, but I feel here I'm going to drop the forearms down. So this could be very challenging. You might put knees down first, but give it a try. Nice strong arms. Push away. Look forward. If you need to bend your knees a little bit, do that. Inner elbows face front, and then lower your forearms down. Ooh. And then knees down. Child's pose. Whichever way you like. One more breath. Okay, I'm going to bring the blocks back in. I'm going to put them on their second height. You come up to your hands and your knees, tuck your toes under. We're going to step that left foot to the outside of the hands. You might bring your knees together first, and step the left foot to the outside. Let's do a little bit of this rocking and rolling, front to back. Okay, we're going to take it to the twist. So come forward. Keep the right hand on the block or the floor, left hand to the thigh, find the twist, tuck the right toes under, lift the back knee, and then hug your hips together. Start to turn a little more. Maybe you reach that arm up, and the left arm can reach up to the sky or can reach over to the right. And press the right hand down. One more breath. Good. Both hands on the blocks, knee to the floor. Take the leg back and let's go straight to the other side. So take the right foot out, a little forward and back, adjust your stance. Whenever you need, you can put these blocks lower height, higher height. Okay, next time you come forward, keep the left hand on the block, right hand to the thigh, find your twist, then tuck the toes under. Inhale, lift that knee up. Squeeze the hips, belly in, twist more, open. And that right arm can reach up or it can reach back. Keep the feet very aware of what your feet are doing. Breathe and then release. Good. Okay, both knees back. Both tops of the feet down. I'm coming to child's pose. Until you love it, and do child's pose. That could be a lifetime. You know, let's say I told the story the other day about my teacher. Someone said, "Is your class hard?" And she said, "Yes." And you know, I was thinking the end of that was that the woman didn't come. Things are hard. Okay, good. From here, guys, I'm just gonna grab the blocks, put them on their highest height. They're here. So it's a little narrow because we're coming to forward fold. So just tuck my toes under. I'm gonna lift up and then I'll just walk the feet forward to wherever they need to be. Then exhale and fold. And then you can keep your hands on the blocks if you like. Bend your knees as much as you need. I'm gonna rock a little bit front to back. So feel free to bring your blocks forward a little bit. Just articulating the feet here and the hips. You move your body front to back. So maybe you come forward, back, just, yeah, feel all of that. Good, okay, and then drop in. Now I'm gonna take the arms, I'm gonna grab opposite elbows and really hang. Nice bend in the knees. Bend them as much as you need. If it's not good to hang, then keep your hands on the block. Close your eyes. Feel the weight in your feet. And one more breath. Okay, I'm gonna curl up. So I'll sit down more in the legs. Maybe the arms are gonna dangle or they'll come to the thighs. And feel your curling, the tailbone's dropping. Really feel your spine as it curls and lifts. Head's the last thing to come up. Okay, once you're here, inhale, sweep the arms up. Let's just take 3 breaths here in this extended mountain pose. Good. Yes, inhale. And exhale, palms together, bring them down in front of your heart. Pause here for a moment. Good. Okay. Release your arms by your side. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, we're gonna fold. I'm gonna bend the knees, send the tush back. Start to come down, take your hands down to the floor, to your blocks. Inhale to the halfway. So adjust your blocks as you need. Shoulders over the wrists. Good. One more breath. Okay, let's see. I'm moving my blocks forward. I'm going to step the right foot forward, and it doesn't matter how far it goes. So I'm just going to take the left foot back, and then I'm going to keep the hands where they are, but turn the feet so they're pointing forward. And then I'll bend the back knee and take a little bit of this little stretch here. Press the foot in, both feet in to the earth. Good. Inhale, come back. Good. Take your blocks, bring them to center. So now we're in wide-legged forward fold. Inhale. Good. As you exhale, send the blocks forward and take a little bit of a extended wide-legged dog here. So I have my hands resting on the top of the blocks on their highest height. And we're going to firm the legs, press back. And so a nice extension. Good. Okay, bring the blocks back underneath the shoulders. Now we're just going to walk the blocks over to the left side as if you're setting up. Both feet are pointing the opposite or pointing straight. Bend the right knee. Send the weight back as best as you can. Be in the feet. Open your right knee out. One more breath. Good. Lift your hips to center. Bring the blocks back to center. Okay, we're going to do a twist here. So you can stay on the blocks. You can widen your stance if you like. Just look at your feet that you're happy with what they're doing. Okay, I'm going to put the block on the lowest height and put the right hand on the block and then push down. So you lift yourself up. Take the left hand to your hip and open, open. Open, open. Okay, you can put the left hand on your sacrum, push down. That's really going to get the shoulder in place. Okay, now I feel for myself that the right hip is moving more to the left, so I'm going to adjust that. And then we can lift the arm. If you like that, you don't have to lift it. Okay, one more breath. Release. Put the left hand where the right hand was. Right hand to your hip. Okay, and then start to twist. Put the right hand on the sacrum, open. Okay, notice if the left hip's coming forward. You might need to let that happen, or you can adjust, move it back, and then lift the arm. Breathe. Good. Okay, release. Good, I'm just gonna leave the blocks here. Put my hands on the floor. I'm gonna take the right foot and I'm gonna step it to the left. Just like that. Then I'm gonna ground the right hand, lift the left arm, put my tush down, and come all the way down. Good. Okay, hug your knees in. Just pause here. Take one more breath. Good. Okay, so from here, I'm going to put the left foot on the floor. I'm going to cross the right ankle over the left knee. Yeah, take your arms out to the side. And as you exhale, we're going to drop the left foot over. Oh no, sorry, it's my right foot. Right foot is over left knee. The right foot's going to the left side. Good. And then you can take your left hand, you can grab hold of the right knee and just bring it down. But you don't even need to hold it. If you want to wave your right knee up and down a few times, do that. So you can move in this, if that makes sense. Or if you just want to just lie in here and just let the pose unfold, that's fine too. And maybe it's a bit of both. Good. Okay. Nice, beautiful breathing. And one more breath. Good. Okay, I'm going to take the left arm back out, take this package up, cross the right knee right over the left, and then feel your left foot on the floor. We're going to lift the hips, move the hips over to the right, put them down. Now drop both knees back to the left. And if that's too much, you know your blocks are right, they're close by, or whatever you need. Maybe you have a dog bed you could throw underneath your knee. And then breathe here. Let the twist unfold. All right. If you want to rock your hips, you know, the right hip is the one facing the ceiling, can pull up and away a few times. It's a micro movement. Good. A nice big breath in, side out. Good. Come back onto your back. Adjust your hips back into the center, adjust everything. I've kept the cross of the legs, and I'm going to bring the legs in towards the chest. I'm going to interlace the fingers on top of this right knee, or on top of the left knee, or behind the left thigh. And then feel free to rock side to side, or rock the knees in and out, or whatever feels good here. Good. Okay, flex your feet. Keep the legs as they are. Release your hands. See if you can grab hold of your shins, or maybe the soles of the feet. The palms are on the soles of the feet, the fingers are on the outside. And we're just going to draw these knees in towards your chest a little more, and maybe the feet might go out to the sides a little more. You just feel, oh, what can I do here? Okay, as you do this, I'm going to rock the hips like I'm driving a bus. And I'm just moving the hips. And you might just feel like, oh, I just need to move one hip. So just feel in your body. Good. Okay, release, hug the knees in. Set the feet on the floor. Maybe they go wide, knees touch, or you can stretch your legs out. Just breathe. One more breath. And we'll just do all that on the second side. So separate the feet, heel toe your feet into hip distance apart, and then bring your left ankle on top of your right knee. Open your arms out to the side. And as you exhale, left foot towards the floor on the right. And here I have my block, like you might put your foot on the block or anywhere. Okay, we're gonna lower this knee down. You still have your foot on the block here. Like that. And then be here, or the right hand can support it, or if you want to rock and roll that knee up and down, depending on whatever you're feeling. This is your soul vacation. What do you need to release or explore? You'll be wherever you need to be. Drop in with your full awareness, your presence, the almighty breath. Nice big breath in. Release. Okay. Take that right arm back out. Come back onto your back. I'm going to cross left knee right over the right. Feel the right foot on the floor. Lift your hips and shift the hips over to the left. Now drop this package to the right. And here's what you do. Put your block underneath the knee. Any height if you need it. Good. Okay, so here I'm going to take that left hip that's facing the ceiling and I'm just rocking it in and out a few times just to get some space where maybe things are restricted. Breathe. And back out if it's too much. This could be a lot. Okay, release your arm or whatever it is and come back onto your back. And then bring the hips square, feel everything kind of adjusted. And then we're going to bring this whole package in. And the fingers will opposite interlace the fingers, guys. Top of either knee, behind the thigh. Okay, breathe. Feel whatever it is. Notice if you're dropping more to the left side to kind of relieve the hip a little bit, or can you move the knees more to the center of your chest? And then flex your feet. Keep the knees, release the hands, grab hold of your shins or the soles of your feet. And then be here. I'm going to start to drive this bus a little bit. The hip bus. It's going for a ride into the jungle or towards the beach, whatever your thing is. Good. Okay. And then one more breath. Just maybe you're still. And release, separate, and come to rest. You might widen the feet, bring the knees together, or extend your legs. Do nothing but feel. Good. Okay, so we're going to come back up. I'm going to rock and roll 500 times. Or just roll to your side. So bring the knees into the chest, even if you're not rocking and rolling, take a few moments there and roll to your side, or find your rock and roll and think about, this little gift of rocking and rolling. Maybe when you first started, you can just come to sitting once you're there. That was like, what? Yes, go girls. Oh, I shouldn't say girls. Go powerful women. Okay, I'm going to bring the blocks back. We're going to come back to child's pose, kind of the theme of the class. So I'll start with hands and knees, and I'm going to tuck the toes under for this child's pose. You don't have to do that. We're just here for, you could even just, stay on your hands if you like. Just 2 more breaths. Good. Okay. And then bring yourself to your hands and your knees. Okay, I'm going to keep the blocks on the second height. Yogi's choice here. Bring your knees together. We'll step the left foot. Let's step it to the inside now. So we'll bring it inside the 2 blocks. And just move a little bit front to back. Adjust your knee, adjust your props. Feel, a little bit of a different, more linear plane. Okay, so good. And then find your bent knee lunge, whatever that is. Keep the hips strong. Feel the feet. I'm going to put the left hand on the thigh. Come up and take the right arm up to the sky. Okay, breathe here for a moment. Really find your balance. So the feet, the belly, the arm, the smile, it all comes in. Now we're going to take twists. So I'm going to look to the outside of this left foot. Crescent this right arm over, so we open the right side. And now bring that elbow to the outside, if that works for you. If not, you just rest the forearm. Okay, and then if you can take palm over palm, we're just gonna press down. Now here, everything is really strong. I'm gonna lift that back knee. So you might look down if that helps with your balance. Okay, and now I have this block to the outside. So if this is interesting, I'm gonna open my arms. I'm gonna take the right hand to the block, lift the left arm up, really powering through the legs. Pull the hip back. Yeah, so that's it. It's a big twist. Okay, come on out. Good, hands on the blocks. Lower your knee. Now I'm just gonna sit on the toes. You could do child's pose, sit on the tops of your feet. Just let all of that twisting, everything, great connection, just permeate through you. And then knowing you have a second side. Okay, so when you're ready, guys, we can come back to our hands and knees. We're going to step the right foot between the hands, however you need to get it there. Okay, and then once you're here, we'll just do a little bit of front to back. If you need to adjust your knee, you just pick it up quickly, put it back. Feel the cat and the cow action. You're moving your spine, your hips, your feet. Isn't that great? All the stuff. Okay, come to your lunge. All right, so feel what you've got. I'm moving my knee back because I know I have more space. So you know where you're going. We're gonna put the right hand on thigh, left arm to the sky. And so you could even come back a little bit here. Find this length through the left side. Find the grounding. Oh, I just noticed for myself, I'm gonna untuck the tail. You can even see in the video, I'm pushing forward and take the tail back. Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna look over to the right side, bring the left arm over to the right, so you get longer through the left side. Now bring that elbow, forearm, whatever is going outside of the knee. I'm gonna put palm on palm, and then I'm just gonna be here for a moment. Find the twist, find the press, find your smile. And then once you feel steady, maybe you look down to help, lift the back knee, be in your grace, in your state of strength. And if you want to open, put the left hand on the block, lift your right arm up. Breathe. Power through the back leg. Everything working. Okay, hands to the blocks. I'm going to step forward into forward fold here. Move your blocks high as height if you need to. Melt down. So you lower the head, chest, everything else. Breathe. Good. I'm going to take the arms behind. So you could just reach up to the sky, you interlace your fingers, reach up, fold, move the shoulders away from the ears, shoulder blades together. Beautiful breathing. Okay, do what you need to do. And take one more breath. Good. And then we'll release the arms. I'm going to just touch the floor and come all the way up, maybe through Utkatasana. So you bend your knees, reach up, one breath, and then stand up. Palms together, down at your heart. Breathe. Feel your vitality, your energy. Yes. Good. Okay, I'm going to reach up, inhale. Exhale, sweep the arms out to the side, fold. Okay. Inhale, lift your chin and your heart. Exhale, fold. And then come to squat, guys. So heel toe your feet as wide as you need. Turn them out if you need to. You could throw a block underneath your tush or more than one. And just come, if you're sitting, the flexion, it's all happening. It's basically child's pose in a different plane. But if you're down and you're like, oh, what's next? Maybe you grab your block, you hold it between your hands, you reach up. Okay, I'm widening the knees out, so I'm more on the outer edges of the feet, but not neglecting the inner edges. Okay, one more breath. Okay, you can put your block down if you've got it. We're just coming up to forward fold again, so whatever you need. Rise up, turn your feet so they're pointing straight. Fold. Good. Let's start to wag our tail. Shift your weight side to side. Moving the hips, whatever feels good here. Good. Okay, I'm gonna put the blocks out to the side, and I'm gonna jump back to downward dog. That sounds fun. Let's step back is all good. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna lift them one leg up. So if you're dropping the child's pose, that's fine too. But otherwise, big toes touch, lift your right leg up in the air. Stretch it, stretch it, stretch it. Push the hands away and then bend the heel to the hip. Lift your knee up in the air. Move the foot more to the right side, left side, sorry. And I'm gonna shift my ribs to the left. See if I can put my left heel on the floor. And then we're moving to pigeon. So now the right knee is gonna come maybe outside of the right wrist, maybe inside. Knee comes down. Walk your left leg back. Now you have your blocks if you want to put your hands on your blocks or your elbows on your blocks or no blocks, it's fine too. Maybe it's this, maybe not. Okay, maybe you need support underneath. You can put the block underneath your right hip if you need it. Feel free to rock your hips, guys, in this shape. We kind of did this on our back already. Good. Okay. I'm gonna take one more moment like this. And now I'm gonna reach back for that left foot. And if you wanna just be here in pigeon or lower yourself down, that's fine. So I'm just gonna put the right hand on the floor. Take the left hand back, bend the knee, grab the foot. But you don't have to do this, right? You do whatever you like. I'm gonna press back. I'm gonna press back and lift the arm because I'm balanced here. If that works, yeah, I take the belly in. Be in your stability and your craziness and all of that good stuff. That makes you you. Okay, my right hand's coming down. I'm bringing this left foot in. Oh, Joe. So I've turned, the hand is on the top of the foot. I'm gonna bring it in. I'm gonna move the hips to meet it. Yeah, I'm moving the hips in. Gonna meet it. Oh, here's the whole pose, you guys. As you take the right foot up and you bring the feet together. Who cares, right? Not a competitive, crazy sport. Release. Okay. I'm gonna rest in this pigeon. So I'm gonna bring the head down. You could use your blocks. We're gonna take another 3 breaths here. If you've had enough, just move yourself back in the child's pose or down dog otherwise. Beautiful breathing, softening, a little heavier through the left side. Good. Okay, and then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna go through downward dog. So tuck the toes under, lift up. Maybe I'll take the right leg up for a moment, give it a little shake. Put it down, big toes touch. Left leg in the air, stretch it back first, stretch it back, stretch it back. And then bend your knee and open your hip. Okay, now I move the foot more to the right. I'm gonna shift my ribs more to the right. Now I'm gonna see, can I take that right heel towards the floor? And now we move to pigeon. So you square the hips, bring that knee outside of your left wrist. You need to bring it inside, that's okay too. Walk it back. Okay, maybe on the blocks, if you like that, with your forearms. And I'm just gonna rock the hips side to side a little bit. You're just bringing yourself in. So if that's not rocking the hips, let's get to. Okay. And we're gonna do all that leg stuff on the second side. So I put the left hand on the floor. I'm gonna take the right hand, reach back, see if I can find my foot. And now I'm on the big toe edge. I bring the thumb to meet it. I'm gonna press that foot back so much so it lifts me up. You can take the belly in. So the arm coming off is not a struggle. It doesn't even matter. It's more about the coming back. One more breath. Now bring that left hand down. I'm going to start to fold this right leg in. Move the hand to the top of the foot. Elbows pointing up. And I invite the heel towards the hip. Maybe the hip moves towards the heel. And you know, whatever happens here. Breathe. Okay, I did that crazy thing on one side. So bring the foot forward. I'm going to grab hold of my left foot with my left hand. See if I can bring the feet to touch. And it's happening here. Okay, good. And then release. Okay, now we're just going to fold Yeah, you guys. Okay, we come down and just rest in pigeon. Rest in your pigeon. Good. Breathe and be. Soften through the right side a little bit more if you can. Good. Okay. And I'm not going to come to downward dog. To come out, we'll just roll ourselves onto that left hip. Bring yourself upright. Sweep the right arm around. Let's just come to sit just for a moment, however you like. And just sit for a moment. Good. Okay. And then from here, guys, we're going to stretch the legs out. So I'm going to sit on this blanket. I'm just going to fold it in half. And you have your blocks handy. So let's just take them either side here so you know where they are. And then we'll open the legs wide. And if you need to put, you add anything else you like. Okay. And then just be here in this wide-legged for a moment. So you use this time to descend, like to really bring your awareness all the way down through the center line. Let the legs soften. You're not pushing them down, they're there. So even the whole body might kind of be coming down a little bit. Okay, now we're going to bring the hands at the heart. Opposite interlace the fingers. Flip the palms, and you're just going to reach up. Okay, and this is lengthening and lifting. One more breath. Good. Okay, keep everything as it is. Just release the clasp of your fingers. Put the right hand down, and it could go on the block or to the floor. Just pause here for a moment. Feel this left hip. Just let it rest. Good. Inhale. Now start to crescent over towards the right side. Your head back, so we're not tucking in. Good. Okay, we're going to inhale, lift up. And then exhale, left hand down or onto the block. And then pause here for a moment. Really put your mind into your right hip. Soften your jaw, hip and jaw, mirror each other. Inhale, sweep up, and exhale, crescent over to the left. And, we're just finding this place without taking anything more into the right hip. So you just feel maybe you need to back out a little bit. Take your head back, chin back, heart back. Good. Come up, reach up. Now we're going to bring the hands down into the center if this works for you. If it's better to put the hands behind, do that. And then just walk it forward, nice and slow. Feel, feel. And once you hit that place where maybe you feel like you want to rock a little bit, savor that and just keep descending through the third eye, through the jaw, through the heart. Just walk in deeper if it's there. Put your forearms on the floor if it's there. And if it's nowhere near there, you just smile and say, oh, meeting myself where I am. How cool is that? And keep releasing all the powers of letting go. And showering yourself with awareness. One more breath. And then slowly walk yourself upright. Okay, I'm going to fold the left leg in. And if you need a prop underneath it, you put it there. And then we're here. Good. Okay, be here. Feel the balance in your sit bones. And taking the heart back so you feel crown of the head right over the base of you. Good. Okay, take your left hand to your left thigh. And we're going to go maybe, belly of the thigh, whatever you think the center is. Anchor down. Bring the right hand out and just push into this left thigh. Turn yourself a little bit. Maybe you turn your head. Good. And then one more breath. Good. Bring yourself up. Just sit for a moment. Feel. Take the left hand behind, the right hand's coming over for twist. Lift yourself up and start to turn. And you're going to notice here, the right leg probably wants to turn in. Let's let that happen. So we get a little bit of a deeper twist. Let that happen, whatever needs to happen. And then be in your twist and see if you can bring the toes back up to the sky. They might even turn away from the sky. One more breath. Good. Release, come to center for a moment. Breathe. Okay, we're gonna lie down over this leg. So start with both hands, maybe on the inside here. So you're just, not both hands. The left hand's on the inside, right hand's on the outside. And I'm just gonna start to turn my chest. So you start to turn more to the right, just feel that. Maybe the head turns to the right. Good. And then as you exhale, you're gonna bring your head back to look at your right leg and just start to walk yourself out. Now you can bring your blocks in. If you want to support yourself here, that's fine. Whatever you like. And just breathe and be in the stretch, whatever the stretch is. So I've taken my arms, I'm just reaching past this leg because I can. Be wherever you need to be. And then if you want to go deeper in the twist, the left hand can hop to the outside of this right leg or over to wherever your right hand is. And now be very soft. So if you need to back out, do that. And I'm adding a little bit of the belly in, like you're doing cow pose, the back arching. So I'm bringing the belly in and then twisting a little bit more through the inside to the right. And then softening into that. One more breath. And slowly bring yourself upright. I'm just bringing the blocks back at the same time. And then just be in your center. Good. Okay, let's change legs. If you need to, whatever you need to do in the middle, do that. Prop up, and then just be here once you're here. So I have the blocks either side just in case you need them. Good. Okay, so we're going to take the right hand to the thigh, and you're just going to push down into that thigh, left hand on the floor or on your block, and you're just going to turn yourself to the right as you anchor. Oh, do we turn the other way? Oh, you're going to turn to the left, guys. Turn to the left and push that thigh away. Yeah. And maybe the head turns and take the heart back. Well, now I can't remember which way we turned, so I guess maybe we're going to do both. One more breath, and then turn yourself to the right, just for maybe 2 breaths. Then I know I got both. Good. Okay, release. Both hands to the floor, and now we're going to twist. So right hand can be on the block or on the floor, left hand's coming wherever it needs to go. Lift yourself up and then start to turn away. Now we're turning to the right. You take the belly in a little bit, the heart in, the chin in, and let your left toes now turn inward. That's going to give you more twist. The hip is going to lift a little bit, and then be in the twist and start to move those left toes back to the ceiling, or maybe even turning more to the left. And then soften yourself around whatever's happening. Inhale and release, and then just be in the center for a moment. Let everything kind of come back. Good. Okay, left hand stays on the floor. Oh, I'm going to bring both hands. The right hand's coming to the inside, left hand behind. And we'll just start by lengthening and turning ourselves to the left. You can turn your head as much to the left as it's going to work. Taking the heart in, solar plexus in, pressing back. And then bring yourself to face your left leg and walk your hands out. You could bring the blocks in, of course. Just be in your softness and in your, vacation mode of resting, inviting in, releasing, receiving. If you want to deepen the twist, the right hand can come across. It might even hold the left hand or rest it on the foot or the outside leg. Breathing, irrigating. Take a nice big breath in. Then release it. And then as you're ready, slowly walk yourself upright. Good. And then just be in your center. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. You have your blocks if you need them. The support. I'm just going to give these feet some love, some gratitude. Yes, so just massage whatever you've got here, and then we'll just work the inner legs a little bit. So that's a good step. If your knees need some warming and circling, do that. Good. Okay, and then just be here for a moment. If you want to take your fingers underneath your feet, you can do that. You want to rest your forearms here, whatever works, pushing down or holding the ankles, whatever you like. And then exhale and come into your last forward fold. And as if you're walking into someplace unknown, great mystery. You know what's going to happen. Oh, I feel good. Might open something. What am I exploring? Let's take 2 more breaths here and really release that breath through your mouth if you can. Soften through your heart if you can. And we'll walk ourselves upright. And we're going to move into Shavasana. So take your time to set up. Nice, something underneath your head and your blankets to warm you. Your bolster, your eye covering, all that stuff. And you can really feel like you're setting up for something special. You know, and lying on the floor without anything works just as well too. Okay. Heating pads, bring them in. You're lying on the beach, receiving the sun. Okay. All right, rest well, rest well. So you're going on vacation, you can't wait to just lie around and rest and not do a thing. Well, here it is. So, wherever you're lying, in a hammock, or on the beach, in a lounge chair, on the sand, in the grass, in the pool, just invoke that feeling of like, made it here. With great gratitude, joy, happy, restful energies. We'll be starting with a big sigh. Drop yourself in. Shavasana. Gifting yourself permission to drop in more deeply. Just release anything you're still holding. Let it drop off here. Those things you don't really want to bring with you on vacation. And feel yourself become more grounded and even lighter at the same time. Now just being with the flow of your breath as it is. Inviting it to gently lengthen as you feel yourself offering this breath from the soles of your feet to the crown of your head. Breathing out even along your arms and out through your fingertips. Softening your third eye, your forehead, any worries. And when you feel ready, you start to just wiggle your fingers, your toes, and then your ankles and your wrists. And lengthen your arms over your head. Give yourself a big full body stretch here. And then bending your knees when you're ready and resting with your feet on the floor for a few moments. Just allowing the low back, mid back, and just come more in contact with the floor. And then either staying here or bringing the knees into your chest. And just hug them in and out a few times. You need to rock side to side a few times and savor this. No rush to be or to go anywhere. And when you're ready, you'll roll to your side and you'll rest there for maybe 3 breaths. And great luxury and conscious connection to sitting up. Again, take your time. Head might be the very last thing to come up. And once you get here, I'm just going to rest in the energy of just being here, just completing the practice and reveling in the resonance of whatever's come. Yes. Oh, I see you. I see you. I see you. Just feeling into your own energies and filling your space with all of that vibrancy, restful, nourishing, nurturing energies. And to deeply acknowledge that this came from within. When you're ready, friends, we'll inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands together at your heart and where you like. Bow your chin to all that you are and all that you offer yourself. And to committing to your practice, to your presence, and to your health and your wellness, whatever that will be. There's no crystal ball and there's no guarantees in this life, but we do the work regardless. And into that, we'll inhale, lengthen, lift your chin. Exhale. And we'll seal this practice with our May We Be Blessed mantra. Inhale. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy and may we be happy. And seal that with one Om. Inhale. Take a full breath. Breathe it in your hands. Hold it there. Put everything there. All your intentions, your gratitude, your blessings. Lift your chin and open your eyes and offer this to yourself. And we'll offer it out and out and out and out and out and out. And then bring it back. And hold it there. Wow, it is lovely to spend an hour with you. How fast does an hour go? So fast. Hopefully it went fast for you. Thank you guys. Thank you for being here, sharing your time, your space, your practice, your presence. Yes, so much love, guys. A great rest of this day. We'll see you very soon. Bye, everybody.